Hello everyone, welcome to this full moon reading. Now this full moon is in Aries and it is on the 27th of September. So wow, this full moon energy is bold, fiery and quick to react. Okay, this moon could have you acting wildly in a good or not so good way. Though it can be liberating, the Aries energy can liberate us. The full moon is all about letting go and releasing. It's about forgiveness and gratitude. If you're letting go, try not, on those things that you're letting go of, try not to slam the door behind them. There is a way of doing things with compassion and kindness. This fiery energy could have you reacting more passionately than you normally would, and that's something to be mindful about. You may feel energized or just plain impatient. You'll likely want to take more risks at this time and really push to get to where you want to go or to be. A word of caution here. Impulsive action can lead to a messy situations that you will only have to clean up later on. Okay, and we don't want to do that. If you can channel this Aries vitality and force into inspired action, you are likely to achieve much at this full moon. The Aries drive can also make it easier to let go of the past, disappointments, hurts and situations that to date you've struggled to shake off. If you can use this Aries energy rather than let it consume you, you will achieve much at this full moon. Let's get started. Hello my friends, we have pole number 1, pole number 2, pole number 3 and pole number 4. For pole number 1 we have the aventurine moon. For pole number 2, we're going to have the black obsidian. Pole number 3 we have the aventurine, and pole number 4 the picture jasper. So my friends, feel drawn to a pole number, a crystal, or the beautiful images on the card. I'm sure there'll be a message in a pole for you. If you feel drawn to select more than one pole, go ahead my friends and select as many poles as you feel called. Feel free to pause the video if you need a little bit more time. I'll see you in your reading. Hello pole number 1, welcome to this full moon reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you. So we have your overall energy, we have time travelers, and we have magic carpet ride. Where this is playing out, how this is playing out, aspect of yourself this is playing out in, we have a time to give rather than take. And then we've got the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. Now, there's a reading that these, I'm not sure if they came out in this order, but there is a reading. I'm not sure if it was a pick a card or a moon reading. but I'm sure I had these 3 cards fall out like this. My goodness. These 6s. Spirit saying come back to it. Okay, so let's go to your overall energy pole number 1. We've got time travelers, and the card says, you have all it takes to accomplish your dreams. You will naturally attract helpful friends and wise guidance along your way. And the affirmation is, I believe in myself. And Spirit just said to me, do you? There's a real aspect here, and I wanted to start with the tarot. I was going to give the messages of the tarot like on the number 6s, and now I understand why Spirit held me back, because the number 6 is about your home, your family, home businesses, connections with others. But I really feel this is connection to you. I feel like we've all got goals and dreams. And at the time of the new moon, that's where we set our new moon wishes and goals and dreams, our intentions. And at the time of the full moon, we kind of look at how we're traveling with that. What's working, what isn't. We realign, we rebalance. We let go of what isn't working. And we give forgiveness. We offer forgiveness and we ask forgiveness. And I feel there's a sense here that you've been trying to bring your dreams to reality. You've been trying to take those steps in your life. And I feel that from the feeling that Spirit is giving me, I feel that you don't feel like you're doing very well. You don't feel like you either have what it takes, you don't have what you need, you don't have what is needed. I'm feeling there's a sense of lack, and there's a sense of not being capable of achieving this, not being able to achieve this. You don't have the capacity to achieve this. And Spirit saying, oh no, pole number 1, you have all it takes. Now, Spirit's just brought me to time travelers. And I feel that Spirit's asking, regardless of how you see the world, how you see life, obviously, in these readings, in order to be able to explain things, I'm kind of putting my understanding of life into it. Messages that I get from Spirit, they give me additional wisdom that I may not have had before, but they guide me, and it's kind of like it then filters through my understanding, for want of a better way of explaining it. And this is the message that I'm getting from this pole number 1, and I'm aware that some of you may not maybe believe this, but I feel like your future self is whispering to you. I feel like you almost need to project yourself to your future self. With this accomplishment of this dream, what will it feel like? What will you be doing? It's almost like project yourself in time, and I think it's happening both ways. I think your future self is coming back to you going, you've got this, you've got this. You can't believe how your courage and how you kept going, and I know, I remember how much you doubted, but if you could only see where I am now, you wouldn't be afraid, you wouldn't doubt. And it's your future self is coming back, whispering to you, come on, you can do it. You should see where you've brought me. Thank you, thank you. And there's so much gratitude in that. And this gratitude at this full moon, I feel there's a gratitude from your future self in saying, well done you for being so scared, but you still kept going. And there's this sense of, can you imagine what your life would be like if this dream was accomplished, if this goal, if you achieved this goal? Because that's going to connect you with your future self. Your future self has the power of hindsight, so of course it believes in you. And it is sending you love and gratitude so that you believe in yourself in the now. And it says here, you have all it takes to accomplish your dreams. You will naturally attract helpful friends and wise guidance along your way. You're not in this alone. And I feel the wise guidance is coming from within. It's coming from spirit. It's coming from your higher self, your future self. And I feel that you're attracting people into your life that have ideas or that have a similar vision, or they have knowledge that you didn't have. There's so much help around you at the moment, pole number 1. And I feel if you can tap into that, I feel like you're more than halfway there. Your other overall energy is magic carpet ride. It says, your enchanted heart knows the universe is always up to something good. Embrace the unexpected, for it will bring special blessings into your life. And the affirmation is, the universe delivers grace through the unexpected. And I feel that's what this energy is a little bit. If you can tap into the possibility of your future, if you can feel what that would feel like, if you can get glimpses, I think you're just going to be like, this is going to be amazing. And it might not go the way you expect, but there is so much good things coming here. There is so much love, understanding, and there's a leveling up, not only within yourself, pole number 1, but there's a leveling up in your world, things around you. I love this. Your enchanted heart knows the universe is always up to something good. And I feel there's something good brewing. There's something good cooking. And I feel like you can smell it. Not quite sure what it is, but you're salivating. You know, you suddenly your stomach's going to start rumbling because it smells so good. There's this energy of, thank you, Spirit. The energy's there, but Spirit's saying, if you can tap into the energy that is around you, pole number 1, there is a sense of fate. It's inevitable that you're going to achieve. Now, Spirit's very adamant in saying, you know, you're going to achieve your heart's desire, but it may not be the way your mind envisaged it. And Spirit's saying the reason why it's asking you to feel it and see it is to get you in that higher vibrating energy. It's to get you in that place where if you can feel it and you can kind of see it, it makes it feel achievable. It makes it feel doable. So it's that vibration that you're putting out into the world. It's that energy that you're putting out into the world. And therefore, everything kind of has a way of falling into place. Even if when it falls into place, it's not exactly how you thought it would look. Spirit said, have a look at how you felt. Do you feel that way? Because Spirit's saying, it bets you do. There's a sense of magic here. There's a sense of, like it says, believe in yourself, magic carpet ride, enchanted heart. You know, I'm getting the sense that things are brewing. There are special blessings. I'm getting this sense of this magic, this kind of like, you know, like a carpet that gets woven together and suddenly a pattern emerges. And that's what I'm seeing. Suddenly things are coming together, and then you've got this tangible thing. And we don't, you know, when somebody's weaving a carpet, you know, at the very beginning, when you step back, it's, you know, it's hard to imagine what that person is weaving. And when they're finished and all the fibers have come together, it's wow, that's what happened. The fibers of life of you are coming together. And it's really magical. It feels really I just got this about time, and I think that's you saying that to me, not Spirit. I feel like a lot of you are saying, oh, thank goodness, about time. And Spirit just said to me, all in divine timing, all in good timing. Now, where this is playing out, how this is playing out, the aspect of yourself this is playing out in, we've got a time to give rather than take. And this is the new moon in Virgo. Now, very interestingly enough, we just had a new moon in Virgo at the beginning of the month. So go back and look at what you were doing. What were your intentions? What were your goals? Did you set new moon wishes and goals and intentions? What were they? What were you experiencing at that new moon? I feel like this is a bit of like a time stamp. I feel like this is guiding you back to that time. Now, the time to give rather than take is, I feel like this is a time to be receptive. And I feel that's because the universe is bringing you things. Things are coming in. So it's not a time to push. It's a time to receive. The universe is giving to you. There's nothing you need to go out and take. And that's really important. Spirit's saying, repeat that. The universe is giving to you, so there's no need to go out and take. Okay? There's a sense here of be guided by what's coming in. You're still taking steps out in the world, like you're still doing. And I feel that this energy here is a reminder to balance that. Do a bit, step back and see what comes in. Because I feel like there's wisdom and there's guidance. Like I said earlier, you're being so guided. So allow yourself to be guided. Allow that energy to come in. And then we've got these beautiful sixes. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. And I love the order that this is in, because this is basically telling me that you align with how you give to yourself. And that, look, it's time to give rather than take. So I said the universe is giving to you, don't go out and take. But I feel this is, with this Six of Pentacles, it's also saying give to yourself first. Don't allow others to take more than you're willing to give. You know, sometimes we can be guilted into giving more, can't we? Now, the Six of Pentacles likes everything to be balanced. But the balance doesn't mean that it's equal. Always give to yourself first. When you give to yourself from a place of fulfillment, of being full and overflowing, that's when your giving to others is beautiful, beautiful energy. So there's a sense here, look after you, pole number one, first. You know, it's like that the aeroplane, you know, when we're on the plane, the safety advice is always put your mask on first and then tend to others. Because if you're okay, when you tend to others, you'll be more helpful. You'll be of no help if you're not okay yourself. Okay, so this Six of Pentacles is really saying, nurture you, look after you. Place your best interests at heart first, and then give and love from that place of fullness. And what that does, pole number one, is that brings you to this Six of Swords, where you move away from old ideas, old perspectives, old perceptions, old mindsets. And I feel that this is, you move away from being reactive, those emotions that swamp us and make us feel heavy. And it brings you so much peace. And I feel that's then the energy that you give back to the world. That's the energy you go out into your life and you interact with people with. There's this sense of calm. There's this sense of you're not better than anybody else, but you're not beneath anybody else. And you look after yourself, you nurture yourself, you love yourself. So every interaction you have with people in the outside world, you bring that energy to the table. And it just flows. It's beautiful. And you'll be moving away, because the Swords is your mind, it's your intellect. The Pentacles is all your tangible things in your life. It's resources and people and places and things. And I feel like some of you are moving away from situations that no longer serve you. And that brings you to the Six of Wands. And that brings you to success and accomplishment and a sense of direction and purpose. The Wands is your soul. It's that fire in your belly. It's your calling. It's your purpose. It's what you're passionate about and you love. And that's how you move forward. This is body, mind, and soul. And you're in alignment, and you can only move forward triumphantly. Because when we are in alignment, that is how we move through life. We do give to ourselves. We give to others as well, but not from a place of lack. We do move to calmer waters. We're less reactive. We're more understanding and compassionate. And we move through life towards our goals and our dreams. And you know, there's other people here. We take those people with us. And gosh, can you imagine when we all get to a point that we live our life like that? What a beautiful world we would live in, because we are uplifted and we uplift others who then uplift us as they uplift themselves. And then there's just this network of support. And that's what I'm seeing with this magic carpet ride. It's like all the fibers come together, create this beautiful tapestry and this support. This is an amazing reading, pole number 1. Amazing. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love, light and blessings, pole number 1. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 2. Welcome to your full moon reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you at this full moon. So we have Dream Keepers. We have Shaman. Wow. Where this is playing out, how this is playing out, the aspect of yourself this is playing out in, we have adjustments are required. And with this energy, that makes complete sense. And then we have Justice. We have the 6 of Cups and we have the 8 of Wands. Wow. Do you know, just with the tarots, I put the cards down. I didn't say it straight up because I was like, Spirit, do you want me to say that or wait? And it said, no. When you gain a certain understanding, your life as it is and as it was changes forever. Rapidly changes. Let's get into your reading, my friends. So your first overall energy is loving spiritual guardians are taking care of you. They sprinkle magic, light and inspiration into your heart. You are safe in the mandala of their love. And the affirmation is, I am loved and there is peace in my heart. We're always being guided, pole number 2. That's something, I was going to say, oh, you are so guided. But Spirit said to me, we are always guided. The difference is when we tap into that guidance. And you're tapping into that guidance, pole number 2. And I just feel so much emotion that has just surfaced. I'm getting tingles all over. And it's kind of like, right, I need to breathe deeply. There is so much love here, but so much guidance, but the emotion comes from tapping into that. I am loved and there is peace in my heart. And I feel that is this energy, especially with this beautiful 6 of Cups. We've often been told that you can't love another if you don't love yourself. I really believe as well that if you don't love yourself, you won't see the love that another has for you. And I think you're going even beyond that, pole number 2, because Spirit just said to me, you are love. And I feel like that's what you're tapping into. It's not that you're tapping into, I love myself, I love another, or I am in love. No, you're tapping into this energy of, I am love. And it feels really evolved. It feels really high vibrating energy, but high vibrational understanding. when Spirit's saying to me, when this happens, so I don't feel that it's happened quite yet, but Spirit's saying to me, you're tapping into this energy of just love. And it's like it's like your insides is love, your outsides is love. It's just like you're just love. So it's not that I'm really struggling to put this into words, and Spirit's giving me message, like showing me images and giving me messages, and I'm really finding it hard to, to explain. Like Spirit's just showing me, it's like your physical form disappears and you're just like this, the physical heart, like the heart that is throbbing within you. That image just changes to this romantic heart, that when we love, we have this image of a love heart. You transform into that, and then there's this sense that you're just light. And thank you, Spirit. I've been going, Spirit, this is a little out of my depth. I need a lot of guidance here. I need the words to explain this, because I have to admit, I think maybe I've touched on the energy, but I've not been in this energy. So this is really high stuff, pole number 2. And there's this sense that sorry, I lost my thought that Spirit gave me. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. So Spirit is saying to me, this, I am love. It doesn't equal I love this and I love this and I love that. It's all encompassing. It is taking your inner aspects, taking the world at large as it is all part of you and all you. So there's no separation between the inner you, the outer you, your inner spirituality, your inner beliefs, and the outer reality. There's this sense that connection to all is how you're starting to see the world. You don't love that tree because it looks beautiful. You love that tree because it's part of you. This takes seeing the world, the universe, the all that is, and you very, very differently, pole number 2. My goodness, this reading has taken a turn that I did not expect. This is huge, pole number 2. This is next level awakening. This is not just connecting to your heart, mind, to your body, mind and soul. This is connecting to the all that is. And in a way, Spirit's saying that feels tangible to you. Wow. And then your other overall energy, we've got shaman. And we've got, your magical heart can channel nature's love to heal yourself and the planet. As you ground and connect to nature, your inner power grows. The affirmation is, I am in tune with the healing power of nature. Thank you, Spirit. Now, I don't know if this is going to resonate with all of you, pole number 2. And I think it's at times like this that I'm kind of glad I've got a little community, because this is pretty direct. Like, it's very what's the word I'm looking for? Precise. Thank you, Spirit. I feel that pole number 2, you're coming into your gifts, and they are, you are like a channeler of energy. And I feel that you may not know exactly how you're going to do this yet, but Spirit's telling me, you know that you're a healer. And, you know, we can be talking about things like Reiki, but I feel that this goes even beyond that. Now, Spirit's just shown me an image of Jesus. Now, I consider myself more spiritual than religious. I definitely don't follow a religion. But the image of Jesus that Spirit's showing me is not the image in, like, the religious image of him and how religion portrays his story, but it's of the actual healing. He was a healer. And I feel very nervous to say this out loud in my reading, but I channel my messages, and if I don't channel them truthfully, then my readings, I feel, are not truthful. So what Spirit is saying to me, pole number 2, is, in a sense, your healing capabilities I'm so hesitant. I'm so sorry, pole number 2, but I'm just so hesitant to say it. But Spirit is really guiding me to say the healing energy that Jesus has, you have too. There we go. It wasn't that hard. I don't know why I got so stuck. I did have a religious upbringing, so maybe I feel like that's come back up in me and I've blasphemed in a sense, but that's the message that I'm getting, pole number 2. You have very deep, very ancient healing abilities. I'm actually getting tingles through my right hand, and I feel that's how you're going to feel it. it comes through you into your hands, and it, you know, and you might start off pole number 2 as simple as suddenly you feel drawn to do, like to learn massage techniques. You do a course, you know, to offer, you know, holistic well-being healing massage, and people just say to you, oh my gosh, have you done this before? It was amazing. And you're going to be like, no. And inside you're going, I don't know what I'm even doing. What are they talking about? And they're literally, like, some will be in tears, some will just hug you and go, oh my gosh. And you're going to be, maybe, where did this come from? Some of you might have already experienced that and maybe given it up, and now you're coming back to it. But there's a sense here, don't underestimate your healing abilities. And Spirit's just said to me, I got the image of Jesus because to me, Jesus was a magnificent healer. You know, and I don't follow a lot of the beliefs of the Bible, though I was brought up on it, but I feel that his hands-on healing, I feel that is true. I feel that he could heal people. I feel that is what we are capable of, and we do it in different ways. So Spirit's saying to me, pole number 2, you might not see Jesus as the ultimate healer. You might have another archetype. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but that's the word that Spirit's giving me, that embodies that. Pole number 2. Wow. And I must admit, I was really pulled out of my comfort zone there. And we have this, adjustments are required. So pole number 2, I feel that it hasn't all come to you yet. It hasn't all been downloaded yet. And I'm really feeling that that's why this Justice card is here. I feel like the adjustments are coming. I feel like this is like you're channeling the truth. You're channeling the knowledge. There's aspects of it that you need to balance. There's understanding, because I must admit that when we were doing the dream catchers and the messages started taking off, I was like, gosh, I'm trying, Spirit is giving me information that I know on a level, but I haven't embodied yet. And I feel that this is the adjustments, pole number 2. I feel like that you're going to be coming into the embodiment of it. Spirit's just brought me back to, this is a full moon in Aries. And my first reaction was, and what's that got to do with this? This reading is, oh my gosh. And Spirit said, Aries is the I am energy. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. Aries energy can't be, well, and we often say this, but Spirit's not talking about individual Aries people. Spirit is talking about Aries, the energy. You know, Aries energy doesn't like to be told you can't do that. It'll go, step back and I'll show you it can be done. And when Aries say that. Like when this Aries energies goes, well, I'm going to show you. And Aries people, some, you know, I don't like to say Aries people because then that puts stereotypes, but, you know, they don't know how they're going to do that, but they will find a way because they've got that drive. They've got that passion. They're that cardinal sign that will spark that spark. And that's the energies, that's this. I know that's an odd way to see the Justice card, and Justice card is not at all the Aries card, but that's how I'm seeing it. You're going to feel that spark. It's not that people are going to challenge you at all. I think the challenge comes from you, because you're going to be like, what? No way. And then there's going to be this little thing in you that goes, well, what if? And that's the spark, and you're just going to have to follow it. And this brings you to this beautiful, gentle energy of the Six of Cups. And with childlike wonder, imagination, you're going to tap into this energy. And this Six of Cups is also showing me that this has always been with you. This has always been in you. And you're just tapping into it now. And you're going to be of service. You're going to give to others from a place of plenty. And with love, compassion, kindness, everything that we need to embody that healing energy. My goodness, pole number 2. And we finish your reading with the Eight of Wands. Now the Wands is your fire, it's your passion, it's your calling, it's your purpose, it's your soul's journey. The journey that your soul came here to accomplish, and it denotes speed, things being really, really rapid. And when you understand this, I feel this is kind of, you start to practice it, you start to do it, you start to see it, this moves very quickly. Oh my gosh, pole number 2. I literally am at a loss of words. And how beautiful, because our world needs this. I'm going to leave you with those messages, pole number 2. Love, light, and blessings, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 3. Welcome, my friends, to this full moon reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you. The overall energy, we have happy and we have Nandi. Where this is playing out, how this is playing out, the aspect of yourself this is playing out in, we have it's a time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. And with the tarot, we've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the Death card, and we've got the 10 of Wands. Okay, pole number 3. I think happier times ahead. I think there's this sense of this ending of difficult times. Let's have a look at where this reading goes, my friends. So your first overall energy, pole number 3, is happy, and it says your future is bright. Your bliss is in your hands. Choose to affirm and celebrate the joy in your life. And the affirmation is, I free my happy heart. And isn't that interesting? Because Spirit just said to me, note free is before happy heart. And Spirit saying to me, there's freedom that comes with you tapping into joy. This energy, it's hard to be joyful in this energy. It's hard to be happy in this energy because the balance is all wrong. Thank you, Spirit. The balance is off. Now, the Ten of Wands is not always like, that's why I think the Spirit corrected me, because I said the energy was wrong. It's not. The Spirit saying the energy is off. And there is a big difference. And I feel that this energy, this Ten of Wands, sometimes is really fruitful because all the work that you've put in, you're now taking it. This person is taking the harvest to the village to be paid. So it's signaling the end of, you know, a busy, very active, lots of work, kind of, you know, lots to do, but that's coming to an end. But here I'm kind of feeling it a little bit different. Spirit's saying your future is bright, your bliss is in your hands. Choose to affirm and celebrate the joy in your life. And I feel that initially it comes through as in you affirming and celebrating you. You know, before we can appreciate what we have in our life, we kind of have to appreciate ourselves, because we could have everything and anything in our life, in our exterior world, and if it doesn't portray, you know, if that doesn't, thank you, Spirit, I was going to say that wrong, if that doesn't balance with how you feel about yourself, it's of no consequence. You know, if we're miserable, we can be in the most amazing place and it will hold very little to no meaning to us. Spirit just said to me, pole number 3, what makes you happy? What is happiness to you? I feel like we're always going through change, but I feel like there's change coming in for you, pole number 3, that will have you releasing a lot. Now, we'll get to this card. Spirit's guiding me to do the overall energies, first. But I'm feeling with this message, with this happy card, you're going to be releasing not just negativity, because Spirit's kind of telling me we don't just release negativity. To let go of negativity, we let go of the emotions that are attached to aspects of our life that we haven't healed yet. You know, if we're negative about people, we don't understand those people, and there can be aspects of our life, of our past, that has created that energy. And that's the kind of message I'm getting from Spirit. Spirit just said to me, pole number 3, your future is as bright as you want it to be. The bliss is in your hands. I get the feeling, pole number 3, that at the time of this full moon, give or take, because we are all on different timelines, and time is subjective, I feel like you're going to be put in a situation where you get to pick something or happiness. Now, that's something Spirit is saying. It can be something where you feel it's your duty. You're going to pick duty over happiness, or you're going to pick gosh, Spirit's just saying to me there's so many different variants of that I'm not going to get them all. It'll be, you know, very individual for you all. And Spirit's saying that that duty is probably the best one, because it can encompass so many different things. And I'm kind of getting the sense that you understand that, you know, it's making a choice not because it makes you happy, but almost because you feel you have to. I feel like Spirit's that choice. I feel like the universe is bringing that to you so you can see how sometimes you feel you don't have a choice, or how sometimes you take those choices away from yourself. Thank you, Spirit, thank you. You feel disempowered. And it's not that you are, it's just that there's a belief in you that makes you feel like you have to. You have to make those choices if you think you're a good person. You have to make those choices if you value your family above all else. You have to make those choices, fill in the blank. But there's a sense of shoulding yourself here. And then you're going to have this other option that its substance is happiness, like what it will bring you. It doesn't maybe change anything for anybody else. It doesn't maybe impact anybody else. It maybe other people looking at it will think, oh my God, because it's a bit meaningless to them, but it makes you happy. And it's a little test. And the test is not, Spirit doesn't need to know what you're going to do. The test is not for the universe or for God or for Spirit or your angels or your higher self. The test is for you, because I think it's going to show you something firsthand. And I feel it's of where you don't put yourself first, pole number 3. Or something that's holding you back. The other overall energy that you've got is Nandi or Nandi. And it says, magical white bull brings divine protection, messages and healing. Keep moving forward. You are on the right path. And the affirmation is, I walk my path with curiosity, openness and trust. And I feel like that situation that's coming in, that choice, that option, one choice will lead you away from your path that you're on, and one will just like keep you on the path. I'm really feeling this big choice, and I'm getting the sense that, and it might not be this life-altering situation, but I think to you, it really matters. To you, it's of real significance. And I think it's because it's all, oh, thank you, Spirit. I'm going to come down to this negativity card and come back to the Nandi, to the overall messages, because we've got it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is an energy that deep dives. Sorry, not they, because I don't want to talk about the people, the Scorpio people, you know, the people that have that as their sign. I want to talk about the energy. The Scorpio energy is deep, and it has the ability to go deep and to not lose sight of itself. It's to do that inner work and not get lost in it. To do the inner work and know that you're doing the inner work. You're not reliving experiences. You're not going to drown. Scorpio energy knows how important this is. It knows that in the depth, it's not just dark and like getting lost in it. It's in that depth that you understand, you grow, and you find yourself. And I'm getting this sense, pole number 3, with this Nandi card. This choice doesn't have to be this big amazing thing, though it could be. But I think it holds such meaning to you, because I feel like it's that final step of the deep dive. And then you come back up. It's that last little piece of the puzzle that falls into place, that gives you that aha moment and enables you to choose happiness. It's that piece in the puzzle, that last piece in the puzzle, and then the puzzle is complete. You can see it, the image on the puzzle, for what it is. There's no guesswork. And I feel in your reading, pole number 3, this is what leads to your happiness. And I feel like that final piece in the puzzle is that choice that's coming, or a choice that you might be contemplating now. And Spirit saying which one makes you happy, not which one makes other people happy, or which one will do you think other people would expect you to pick. No, deep down inside, which is the one that makes you happy, and that's how you make your choice, pole number 3. That's how you make your decision. And this decision, I feel, is what enables you to release in this journey that last aspect that needs to go, that which has been holding you back. This choice, I feel, brings you the clarity, this Queen of Swords. Now, the Queens are that energy, they're receptive energy. So they know to just, you know, the Knights take action, and then the Queens kind of step back, pause a moment. They don't even need to step back, they can just pause and see what comes back to them. And this Queen of Swords, the swords is your mind, it's your intellect, it's your imagination, it's your thoughts, and it's ideas. And the Queen has got her hand outstretched going, okay, I'm in a position where I will see clearly. I'm going to see what comes to me, and I will be able to, this is the sword of truth, I'll be able to acknowledge its worth. I'll understand its value. And I feel that this clarity that comes in, because there's clarity that's coming with this decision. When you make the decision, whichever way you make it, pole number 3, Spirit is showing me that that's not even that important. In making the decision, it will show you that last piece of the puzzle, that in this journey, because, you know, the next journey we start with a whole new puzzle. And it will enable you to understand something about you that you never saw before. And that brings this major arcana, this death card. And this death card in your reading is that final piece in the puzzle slipping into place. There's no redos. I'm seeing with this death card, Spirit's telling me there'll be no I had it on the tip of my tongue and I lost it. There's no, thank you Spirit, thank you. There's no repeat cycles. This cycle has ended. The insight, the information, the knowledge, the wisdom, the compassion, the love, you've received all that information to move you forward. So the journey that you've just been on ends. Because with this choice, and I think that's why I was seeing it as being something not huge. I mean, like I said, it could be, but I didn't see it as something very big, because, you know, the messages that are coming through from Spirit is almost like it doesn't matter if you pick happiness or you don't. Both are still showing you this clarity. One will show you, oh, I know why this is not working. I know why this choice is kind of, because I didn't pick what made me happy. And it's almost like you get to pick again, then you change your mind. And if you pick happiness, you realize, oh, the world didn't fall apart. Nobody's mad at me. Or if they are, they might get over it, or they'll understand. And I don't think you're quite expecting that. And so there's this level of understanding. And this brings a new day, a new dawn. The sun's coming up. And that to me is, you know, the lessons, it's not just that we learn these lessons. It's that these lessons allow us to heal. They allow us to drop our masks and our facades, the walls that we built to protect ourselves. And so that's your sun pole number 3 coming up. That's your light, that the walls are being taken down, and that's your light that has come up now, that is visible. And I feel this brings like that journey's done. And I understand why this 10 of Wands is here now. There's a sense here in your reading, pole number 3, that what you were doing was part of the old journey. You can drop that bundle. There's new work to be done. There'll be new lessons, new challenges, new joy. There'll be excitement and hard work. And that's the journey of your next journey. So this journey, you can drop the bundles. It's almost like, thank you Spirit, it's almost like you can drop whatever held you back. so you can realign and go, right, okay, I'm starting from scratch again. And this is like, I don't know, you started writing a book and you just got this clarity, this understanding. And you're like, yeah, I've done all that work for the book, but you know what? That work was to bring me to the now. I'm going to put that aside and I'm starting on a brand new clean page. And I'm going to start from there. And the knowledge that I have now is going to move me forward so much more. I don't have to worry about the work I've done in the past. There was a reason for that. There was a blessing in that. Some of you might want to take this with you onto your next journey because there's been a lot of work, but Spirit's saying no. It's almost like it ends here. What you've done in the past, that stays in the past. Go forward free, lighter, happier. It's almost like this is the negativity that you're releasing. And it doesn't have to be negativity like negative emotions. It can just be things that are negative in your life, meaning things that are not meant for you. And then you find yourself, you feel like you're going to start backwards because all this work will have been for nothing, but you start so much lighter and so much freer that you end up moving forward so much quicker. That's a very interesting reading. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love, light and blessings, pole number 3. Take good care of yourselves and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 4. Welcome to your full moon reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you. So your overall energy, we have whirlwind and we have bloom. Look at the colours, the reds. Whirlwind and bloom. I love that. We've got the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. And then we've got the 2 of Wands, the Tower and the High Priestess. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we going here, Spirit? Okay, pole number 4. So we've got destiny is at play in your life right now. Let change happen. In time, all will settle into peaceful order. I trust the divine schedule that gets things moving. I love that pole number 4. There's this sense here that like we're not always in control. We're in control of our actions. We're in control of our responses. And Spirit's even saying the word control is not right. You know, we can influence those. We can guide. You know, we can respond instead of react. That's up to us. But I'm feeling that in this reading, especially with the Tower and the High Priestess here, there's a sense here that at this full moon, pole number 4, the more you can be in the flow, the more you can allow things to happen. And this is good energy in order to release and let go. You know, the full moon's that perfect time for releasing and letting go of what isn't working. It's almost like Spirit saying, we've got this. The more you can allow, I feel like the more this whirlwind is going to pick up. The more it will be able to shift. The more it will be able to move. And that is both in bringing things to you, pole number 4, and taking things away. It says, let change happen. let change happen. The affirmation, my friends, is I trust the divine schedule that gets things moving. You know, there's nothing like fire that gets things moving. And I'm seeing the red in this card. There's like action here. Allow it. Spirit just said to me, we'll come back to this card. There's going to be a bit more information, but we need to move forward a little bit first. And then we've got bloom. And the card says, your heart attracts all the support you need from the universe. Love yourself and you will see your intentions bloom into life. And the affirmation is, my faith seeds and cultivates the beautiful garden of my life. And I feel this, the card is different, but the energy is the same. It's allow the universe to guide you. My faith seeds and cultivates the beautiful garden of my life. Now faith is, to have faith means you trust in something. And you trust that the universe supports you. And what do you have to do? Pole number 4 is just love yourself. And I feel that when you love yourself, you'll allow destiny to step in. You'll allow change to come. You'll allow this whirlwind to pick up your petals and to scatter them around. Now, Spirit said to me, I basically just said exactly the image that I saw. This whirlwind just picking up these petals and scattering them around, and Spirit just said to me, oh, you might need to explain that. Allow yourself to be guided in different directions. Allow different people to come into your life. Talk to different people. The universe is going to put random in front of you, pole number 4. Engage with it. And it'll be quite exhilarating. Spirit's just showing me a lady walking along the beach, and she's got long hair and her hair's flying out behind her and the wind is blowing almost through her. And there's a sense of the wind blowing your cares away. And there's this feeling of freshness, feeling of aliveness. I feel that's what this is. We bloom when outer situations no longer dictate who we are, how we feel. They, of course, my beautiful pole number 4, we are human beings, and while we walk this earth, we always will be. But there is a sense here, so we have our humanness about us. So we will react sometimes, and we will be emotional, and we will get stuck in our fears and things like that. But there'll be moments where the walls will be dropped and there will just be your pure inner light that is exposed, that shines out. And that's enough. That in those moments, Spirit can work with that. The universe can make things happen with that, because it can just come in and just make changes. And I feel that there will be a lot of changes in front of you, pole number 4. A lot. But you'll be ready for them. I think you're hoping for them, pole number 4. Spirit just said I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's get on to this. So this is playing out in your hard work is paying off. Now, this is not all happening for nothing. You have been doing this work. You have been calling in the new. And I just heard some of you say, and where is it? It's coming, my friends. It's coming. Trust me, it's coming. And you won't miss it. You will not miss this. You've been doing the work. Now, sometimes we don't realize, in fact, thank you, Spirit. Spirit's actually saying to me, we never really realize the full extent of the work that we're doing. Maybe in hindsight, Spirit's saying, sometimes we will see it. But most of the time, we know we've been doing inner work, we know we've been making changes, we're trying to be more mindful, things like that, but the extent of the work, we don't see it all. And so if you're kind of saying, well, I don't think I've been doing anything. I don't know what I've been doing. I don't know what this work that she's talking about. And Spirit's saying that's okay, because we don't always see it. But there is, and this is in all of you, pole number 4, there is an aspect of yourself and your life that you want to see change in. You don't want things to stay the same. And I get the feeling in this journey, you may have started trying to change your outside world, and that brought a lot of difficulty. And along the way you learnt that the change starts within you, and you changed your focus to that. And Spirit saying that is about to pay off. Now, with the additional messages with the Tarot, I've got 2 of Wands, the Tower, and the High Priestess. And this 2 of Wands, this is part of this hard work. You have been looking and rechecking and looking again. You have been realigning, reevaluating, recalculating, making sure that what you are wanting is really what you want. You're not making wishes and dreams. Your hopes and goals are not based on how it will make other people see you or think of you, or what it will make you look like in your community or your family or your country or whatever it is. It's not external rewards that you're looking for. Or thank you, Spirit. Spirit's saying it's not external accolades that you are looking for. This is really looking at every aspect of, thank you spirits just asking me to come back and start again. This is looking and having found your inner aspects and then looking out into the world, and from that inner knowing, from that inner understanding that you have of yourself now, the way you understand yourself, the way you see yourself, the way you love yourself, the way you trust in yourself, you are now setting your goals, dreams and wishes in alignment with you, the real authentic you. And I'm really getting this sense of it's not wishy-washy. And Spirit just said to me, that doesn't mean that you can explain it. To other people, you might think, I can't explain some of these dreams and goals because they're just going to look at me like a weirdo. Or I don't understand. What are you doing? You know, Spirit, I just got the message, you've got a Harvard degree. What are you doing? You know, and you might go off and want to be whatever you want to be, my friends. And people will be going, huh? You just graduated from this, but you're not even going to do it? Or there'll be questions and you won't be able to answer them except for, it just feels right for me. That's about as close as you're going to get. And this honesty, openness and willingness to look at who you really are, not without any need to be, I want to say the word fashionable in the world. Is really aligning you with some really good things. Now, the next person might not think it's great, but you're going to feel like it's Christmas. And that's all that matters. Now, this is still that dreaming stage. This is not even planning on how you're going to do it then. This is just going, okay, this is me. I see myself clearly. I see my values. I understand what is so important to me. And I'm going to look out into the world, into the horizon, and what out there, what can I do in the world? What can I, you know, if I was going to manifest, what do I want to see manifest? And it's just getting clear on that. It's just looking out and going, right, what do I want? And that has been part of this hard work. Because every time you've looked out, it's made you come back and reevaluate. Okay, is that me that wants that? Or is that because I know it'll make my mum happy? Or is that because I know there's good money in it? Every time you've come back and reevaluated, you've stayed in real alignment with who you are now, not with your past experiences, not with your past self. And that's why, my friends, you've got the Tower. And I know this sounds a little bit dramatic, and normally when I say it dramatic, a Spirit kind of goes, oh, that's a bit dramatic. But Spirit is actually giving me this. That's why life as you know it is changing. And I think that this Tower is significant. It almost, if you're here planning out for your future, like what do I want, this is almost the removal of any barriers that could be in front of you. This is the universe stepping in. It's the whirlwind. Destiny is at play in your life right now. let change happen. In time, all will settle into peaceful order. Now, if there was a peaceful card, I mean, there are many peaceful cards, you know, the star could have been here, or, you know, but for this kind of whirlwind message, the Tower is the whirlwind. It comes in and it brings change, surprising change, unexpected change. And then it says here, in time, all will settle into peaceful order. And then you've got this beautiful energy of the High Priestess. And I want, look at the two wands here and the two pillars here. The High Priestess is the gatekeeper between the tangible and the intangible worlds. What we can see, feel, touch, experience, and what we sense. And I feel that this High Priestess in your reading that comes after the Tower is like any uncertainty, because you are really looking at, does this suit me? Yep. No, actually I'd be doing that because of the money or because it makes somebody happy. You're always coming back to your values, to your goals, to your dreams, to what makes you happy. And some of the things you want, people won't understand. And maybe you, at this point, you can't understand either, but that's where you're being called to and you're following. Because the wands are your soul, is your soul, as well as your passion and you know, your drive and your callings and your purpose. It symbolizes the soul. And the High Priestess here is saying, you can't see where your soul is guiding you, but you're listening to it. It's almost like, you know, there's something beyond that veil, and you're going to trust it. You are trusting it. You have been trusting it, pole number 4. And after this Tower comes in, this whirlwind, I feel the understanding. I feel that's when you bloom, you attract. The Tower's gone, the barriers between your true calling, your soul's journey in this lifetime, and where that's going. There's no more roadblocks. It's not to say it'll be complete clear sailing, but there's this balance between you knowing what you know and you're okay with what you don't. Understand, thank you, Spirit. Spirit's saying a better way of saying that is, of course, you understand what you've come to understand. So there's a level of wisdom and knowledge in you, but you're also okay with that with what you don't understand yet. And that's coming. I'm really keen to see like where this goes, my friends, because when we bloom and when we're comfortable to sit, this is like we sit with Spirit. It's almost like the High Priestess understands that the universe, destiny is at play in your life right now. The High Priestess knows that destiny plays a part, and she's okay with that. But then she knows she's a human. Then she knows there'll be a time for her to play the part, for her to step in and take action. And so there's this beautiful co-creation. And that's what's in your life, this beautiful co-creation. And you just need to step back now and let it happen. Just be true to you. Make sure that all your dreams, wishes and goals are in accordance with you, who you are right now, pole number 4. And the universe is doing the rest. Oh, what a reading, pole number 4. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love, light and blessings, pole number 4. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.